Oh, sorry, you guys. Sorry, my audio wasn't on. Yeah, yeah, I see it, fan. Now, I was saying that some of you guys are commenting about what happened with Kobe and and his daughter. And when I first saw it, I saw it on the news, and I thought, oh man, Kobe's daughter died on the helicopter. But then I was kept watching, and then it said that something that Kobe was on there too, and I'm like, man, that's just a real loss. And then other people that were on the helicopter as well, and hopefully they're feeling our love also, because it wasn't, of course, just Kobe's family. It was some other folks on there too. Man, it's just it's a sad situation. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Jen Hine. There, to me, the best era in the NBA was the Jordan era, where you had Isaiah and Magic and all those folks. That was the most fun era to watch, to me. I mean, not taking anything away from Kobe or LeBron, because those guys are exceptional players, and I'm sure are NBA Hall of Famers. But it wasn't the same as the '80s. I agree with you, man. Not even close. Yeah, that's sad, Javon. I mean, the daughter was there with them, and then you think, because they had to know something was wrong. Like, what are you telling your daughter at that time? I'm sure you're reassuring her that things are going to be okay. That's just, it's always hard to know what to say to anybody when they lose someone. I mean, you always share your condolences, but what can you really say? To make them feel better. It's just a tough situation. So yeah, it's rough. Hey, what's going on, General? All right, you guys. So thank you guys for bearing with me for last week. Well, like it was under the weather, and now I'm feeling under the weather, but not like her. She was really she was down and out. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Also, before we go, not before we go, but before I forget, you guys make sure that you have your notification bells on. I'm trying out a new format for our next versus video, which will be we're going to put the Equalizer, Robert McCall, Denzel Washington's version against John Wick, and see who wins that. So I'm excited about that. I'm almost finished that video, but it's going to look a little bit different than what I've done in the past for versus videos. So. Yeah, I agree, Cobra, man. I mean, all you can do. That's all you can do is hug your daughter, and I mean, something like that is just is out of your hands, and it's crazy because from what I've heard from the news so far, they were saying that nothing was wrong. They were saying it wasn't like an overcapacity issue with the aircraft. The pilot was experienced. What they know so far, everything seemed to be in place. So man, it's just it's it's hard, man. It's really really hard to know what to say in cases like that. But alrighty. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about here. I wanted to focus mainly on TV shows and what you guys are looking forward to in 2020. And we have some cancellations, one that Jen Han made me aware of, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I wanted to know what you guys are looking forward to in 2020 and what you've seen maybe so far in 2020 that's been really good. Obviously, some of you guys commented on the Picard video. So, I don't know how many of you guys have seen that. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was really really good. But if we do talk about Picard tonight, if you have not seen episode 1, spoiler alert, because I am going to get into spoilers if we talk about Picard tonight. So no, no, I'm not taking off next week. I'm good to go. Do you want me to come on here, Cobra? What if I was turning green? Man, brother can't be sick. No, no, I'm not taking off next week. Yeah, and yeah, she's feeling she's feeling better. Thanks for asking. Don't worry. Listen, I'm not gonna let Cobra get me in trouble. I gotta live here. You know what I mean? So Oh man, you know what? That's why I can't see. I don't have my glasses. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. All right, that's much better. Like, man, why is everything so blurry? All right, you guys. So yeah, and I see that Captain, you put a few movies down there too as well that you're looking forward to. So, um, first off, I'm going to jump off and talk a little bit about Warrior. I don't know if you guys know or not, and I didn't find this out until Jen Hine put this in the comments on another video that this is the final season of Warrior. They are canceling the show. Um, Apparently, some stuff is going on with Cinemax, and this is coming. This is Jen Hine's comment. This is not something I looked up, but this is what he was sharing with me. And I guess that they're canceling some of their episodic shows, and Warrior is one of them, which is ridiculous. And you can hear they talk a lot about it. Like Bruce Lee's daughter is talking a lot about it on Instagram, and some of the other folks are talking a lot about it on Instagram, which is so crazy that they're canceling that show. That's so unfortunate, man. I look a lot smarter with those on. Yeah, you know, looks can be deceiving. So yeah, man, they're getting rid of Warrior, getting rid of a lot of sitcoms are going away this year too. Wait, is Cyberpunk? You're talking about the video game, Javon? Yeah, all good things must come to an end. But here's the strange thing, and I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but if you remember the era of, I mean, it depends on how old you are, but like late '80s, early '90s TV when shows had like long runs, shows had like 4, 5, 6, 7 year runs. But now, man, it seems like we get 3 runs of a show, no matter how good it is, and then they take it off the air. And I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it's definitely different than the way it used to be. Yeah, I hear you, James. Well, that's a wrap. It's over. It's done and gone. So how are shows? Now I know it's different because this is a streaming platform. Shows like Warrior gone, and shows like what's the name of that show with Katie Sackcloth? The really bad sci-fi on Netflix. I was about to call it Afterlife, but it's not Afterlife. It might be Afterlife. Maybe it is Afterlife. Got renewed for a season 2. Now I don't understand it, but it sure did. It's coming back. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Jen Han was saying that Andrew Kojo said that he was sad about it too. It's ridiculous because it really was one of the better shows on TV, and probably at this point, and I'm not including reruns of ITB. I'm talking about newer shows still in production. Probably the best martial arts show on television. So to see that go is just it's really really sad, man. It's really really sad. So there were some other shows too. I actually had it queued up over here. Let's see if I still got it. Oh, that was about Warrior right there. All right. All right, hold on 1 second. Shows. And I don't know how many of you guys are fans of Supernatural. Supernatural's been on forever. What is it like in its fourth or fifth? I mean, 15th or 14th season. That's gone. Last season for that. So if you're a fan of Supernatural, that's out. Okay, so Cobra saying he's not surprised networks are having budget issues. Cinemax parent company HBO and HBO is dropping their budget. Oh, into the app. So shows have not. So shows with not a strong fan base will get. Uh, but that's strange to me because I mean you had a good year of a strong showing. From what I understand, the showing for Warrior was pretty good. Now I don't know if the ratings for Warrior dropped later on in the season, but I know Warrior came on strong and it won a couple of awards too, actually. So I haven't seen that yet, General. I haven't seen because I'm not a big DC fan, so I guess by because you're asking me that question, that means I need to check it out. Now, I wish Terrence was on here. Terrence Tremaine. Sometimes Terrence pops on because he's a huge DC fan. But I got to check it out. I'm assuming because I'm guessing it's pretty good, or is it no bueno? Is it no good? Because I haven't seen it. I saw part of the first season for Queen of the South, Adric, and what I did see was pretty good. You know what, James? It does seem that way. It is interesting. It does seem that way. It does seem like shows that do have larger minority casts don't have the same run or running life or shelf life as some that don't. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Could be something to talk about. I gotta check it out, General. No, I haven't seen it. I'm still catching up on some of the stuff from 2019. I still haven't seen. I haven't finished watching all of Crisis. So yeah, I gotta check it out then. How many of you guys actually saw the first episode of Picard? If you're Star Trek fans, even if you didn't, did you see the first episode of Picard? I'm interested to know what you guys thought about it. If we have any diehard Star Trek fans on here, which I consider myself actually a pretty diehard fan. Oh, so Cobra saying the ratings for Warrior dropped almost half by mid-season. Wow, really? Okay, so Jet's been renewed, so that's cool. Man, I didn't know Warrior dropped that much mid-season. Wow. Well, that explains it then. That might be part of what's going on there. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, Power's ending, Adric, but from what I heard an interview with 50 Cent, and he's saying that there's going to be a spinoff, though. Apparently, I guess there's some kind of Ghost spinoff or some kind of spinoff based on Ghost character or something like that. So, in an interview, 50 Cent did say that it might be the end of Power, but there is going to be a spinoff from the show. So, that ought to make some people happy because I know that Power had a really, really huge fan base. I wasn't one of those fans. Not that I had a problem with the show, but it's just not a show that I watch. But a lot of people like Power, so I know that. Oh, hey, Christopher. Didn't catch you come on. So, um, I'm iffy about the animated series for The Witcher. It depends on how they do it. And it depends, even for me, on the type of animation that they use for The Witcher. So I feel like it could be really good if the type of animation that they use is good. Um, and because it's an animation, the writing has to be really good as well, because you don't have the actor's performance covering some of the writing if it's bad. So if the writing's good and the animation's good, I think The Witcher could be really, really, really good. Like if we have the animation that we have, and actually kind of the strength of writing that we have for like Castlevania on Netflix, or even Seis Manos, which I still haven't heard if that's being renewed or not. I don't know. Jen Hein, you might know that. I don't know. But if the writing's good, animation's good, I'm down with the animated series for The Witcher. Even though I don't think it's going to be able to replace the live action of The Witcher. So, all right, fan. So you're a huge Star Trek fan. So did you see? Wait a minute. Let me see what you said. Just didn't see. Okay, you didn't see it yet. Okay, so you didn't see it yet. So, Finn, I want to know what you think about Picard. I thought it was fantastic, and what I really liked about Picard was that it really did feel a lot like TNG. TNG, the show, not so much the Star Trek movies, but at the same time, it felt new. And I'm not spoiling anything for you here, so no worries. So it felt new, and it's a familiar Picard, but a different Picard than you're used to seeing. And I thought they did a really good job of bringing those two things together. So I'm really looking forward to what they do with this show moving forward. Of course, I'm happy for us that they didn't dump the whole season at one time. So we gotta wait. We gotta wait weekly, and it gives us more room and time to talk about it and kind of dig into the episodes. But I'm excited about it, man. Like, by far, Picard is my favorite captain, by far. And I got a lot of kickback from that. If you go back and you watch the video where I rank the captains, people are very, very upset that I said that, because number one, most people have Benjamin Sisko as their favorite captain, not even close to Captain Picard, in my opinion. And most people have their favorite Star Trek series, Deep Space Nine. Not even close to TNG. TNG, to me, is the best Star Trek series, hands down, for a lot of different reasons. I know that some of its technical work in terms of its CGI and all that, that's a little bit suspect. I'll give you that. But in terms of show structure and the fact that it's episodic, I like my Star Trek being episodic. And the characters and how interesting they were just as individual characters on the ship, I don't think anything can touch TNG. That's just my opinion. Yeah, it should be really good, Finn. Man, I'm looking forward to hearing what you think about it. Hey, what's going on, MB? Oh no, I didn't hear that, MB. I didn't hear that, but that, you know what, that works for me. I forgot the guy's name too. What's the Witcher's teacher? Man, the guy from Kaer Morhen. I can't remember his name, and now it's like it's right there. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name. See, Envy, I'm not a big fan of Deep Space Nine, and that got me in trouble too. If you go back and look at that video where I ranked the top Star Trek shows, a lot of people were like, "Man, you're crazy. Deep Space Nine was the most involved. All the stuff going on with the Dominion and Cisco being the emissary and all that kind of. It just wasn't, to me. It wasn't episodic enough. Like, I like a new adventure. They call it Star Trek because you're moving through space. You're learning stuff. You're meeting new people. You're boldly going where no man has gone before. And I didn't get that from Deep Space Nine like I did from TNG. So Vesemir. That's his name. That's right, Vesemir. Yeah, so I can't wait. There's a lot of people I can't wait to see for The Witcher. There's a lot of people. I mean, I can't. I hope we get to see Melva. I hope we get to see Rages the vampire. There's a whole bunch of people I hope that we get to see from the books that we haven't seen in season one. So I'm really looking forward to the second season of The Witcher. Yeah, I tried to get into it, Chris. I tried to get into Deep Space Nine. I just couldn't do it. But part of the reason I couldn't get into Deep Space Nine as much is because I'm not a big fan of Avery Brooks as an actor. To me, he always comes across a little bit too theatrical, a little bit too much like he's on the stage. And I know that he spent a lot of time there. I did like him in A Man Called Hawk. That was way back when. I also liked him in Spencer for Hire. But as Benjamin Sisko, I just didn't like his performance that much really in Deep Space Nine. So that was my issue with him, really. Oh, well, that's good news then, Jinhan, for the animated series. Is the animated series going to be on Netflix too? Do we know that? I would assume so, but. Oh, are you playing The Witcher, The Witcher right now? Man, I don't know how many times I played through that game, and I know now they've had a boost of it, Javon. Now people picking it up because of the show, but man, I think I played through The Witcher so many times. I also like Gwent, and isn't there an app for Gwent? Isn't Gwent a standalone game? I'm no good at it, but I like Gwent. Gwent is very cool. Okay, so I hope so, Jinhan. I hope it's good. Does anybody watch Criminal Minds, or did anybody watch Criminal Minds? That's gone this season too. That's on his last egg. But Criminal Minds died a long time ago to me. Criminal Minds really struggled to me when Mandy Patinkin left, even though everybody on the set said that he was insane. So, um, but Criminal Minds is that's gone this season too. Yeah, I'm no good at Gwent. I'm horrible at Gwent, but I like to play it. It's fun. But you guys know an advertisement, by the way, that I'm playing Dauntless, that free game. I mention this all the time in case you guys are on and you want to play together, and it doesn't cost you anything. So make sure you check me out. Fezziwick, that's the name, Fizzwick on Dauntless, and I'm playing it on PlayStation. But if you got a PS4 or if you got a PC, we can all play it together because it's a cross-platform game and it's free too, and it's really free, not like freemium, but really free. I actually think the Impulse series might be pretty good too, Finn. It's hard, man. There's so much stuff to see. Like, and everybody and their grandmother now has a streaming model. I mean, everybody is coming out with a streaming model. It's crazy. Soon it's gonna cost us more than cable to be subscribed to everything, unless you got a what do they call those? A Fire Stick or something. Yeah, Criminal Minds used to be really good. I mean, it used to be crazy good, Cobra. It's since they've changed a lot of cast members and a lot of folks have gone. It's not as good as it used to be. But I used to be a big fan of Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds was that was my show. But now, if I see it, if it's on, I might watch it. But I'm not seeking it out. That's for sure. Also, looking forward to that the second season of Umbrella Academy, which we should be getting this year, if I remember correctly. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what's going on with that, MB. I got to go back in and Oh, it's with a Y. Fizzzyck. Ywick. If I said I didn't mean to say that. Fizzzywick. I'm awful at the game, by the way. I'm a button masher, but I have fun playing it. Hey, what's going on, Brent? I feel like I missed you when you came on. No, man, Brent. I think ITB is a wrap, and maybe somebody else in the community knows what's going on with it. But I think ITB is a wrap. I know a lot of those guys are doing other things. As a matter of fact, Orla Brady is in. She's in Picard. So I think a lot of those guys are working on other projects at this point, and I think it's a wrap. I haven't heard anything, any kind of whisper on the win, anything. Maybe someone else has anything concerning Into the Badlands. I think all we have is what we have on Netflix and what we have on Amazon Prime. But that's it, man. I think it's done. I think it's the done deal. Also looking forward to the second season of The Boys. Really looking forward to that. See how crazy they get for this second season. Yeah, man. I mean, I still do too, Brent. I still do, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say concerning ITB. When you see old clips of it, it's just, man, it's a shame what they did with that. It's a shame, but no, I think it's done unless anybody else has heard anything. So, and I haven't. So I think that's a wrap. Also, haven't heard anything about the second season of Doom Patrol. Has anybody heard anything about Doom Patrol? Not is that? Hold on. Let's look at something here. Oh, wait a minute. Please don't tell me the Doom Patrol has been canceled. I just. Okay, they scared me for a minute. Oh, wait, is Doom? Hold on. But it looks like now Doom Patrol season two is going to be on HBO Max as well. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, me too, Brent. Because The Witcher, The Witcher was great, man. I think the biggest complaint that people had about The Witcher was the time jumps, and people were scratching their heads saying they really didn't understand what was going on because of the time jumps. If you read the books, you would have picked it up, but or you would have picked it up easier anyway. I don't know. Still could have been confusing for you, but that was the biggest complaint that I've heard about the show. Other than that, I've heard really nothing but good things about The Witcher, which I'm sure Netflix is happy about because I'm sure The Witcher is poised to try and challenge Amazon with the Lord of the Rings series. So we'll see how they do with that. But that first season was good, man. It was really good. Man, I hope they don't mess with it, Cobra, because I'm really looking forward to seeing Doom Patrol. I will say though, if they cut the budget for Doom Patrol and we don't get it, I can live with Umbrella Academy because I think the story in Umbrella Academy is a little bit more entertaining than the story in Doom Patrol for me. But I like both of those shows, man. I really like both of those shows. Yeah, a lot of people with Jamon were confused with with what was going on in The Witcher. And it was funny because if you go back and you look at the comments for the Witcher video that we did, one guy was like, "It doesn't make sense." I think there was a scene where Geralt was in the dungeon in Queen Calanthe's dungeon, but it was a time jump. It wasn't at the same time, and the guy was saying, and I can understand how he would be actually confused by this. The guy was like, "Well, if he was looking for Siri, why did he just go get her? He was locked in the dungeon at the time." But I think that was a subtle time jump, and he was not there at the same time. Because at this point, he unless I no, I haven't missed anything. He's not met Siri yet, so Now I'm confused myself. Now I'm thinking about. No, I don't think he has. Oh, really? So, Adric, you wanted a little bit more, so you felt like it didn't give you all that you wanted. Fair enough, man. I mean, there were certainly some things that were left out, especially if you'd read the books. There were some things that were left out. I mean, you guys know I talked about the scene with three jackdaws and that whole scene with them fighting the dragon. That they left a whole bunch out of that scene. That scene was a lot more epic in the book than what they gave us in the show. A lot more. So, did he, Javon? Because I don't remember that. I felt like that was a timing issue, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I mean, I certainly could be. I didn't even know. Wait, 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 wait. So, Cobra, are you saying that they're bringing back Penny Dreadworth? Or am I misunderstanding this comment? Because I hope so. Because Penny Dreadworth was great. I love Ava Green. I love that girl. Hey, Izzy, man, if man, I would love. Yeah, we just talked about that cornbread. What's going on, man? We just got finished talking about Kobe when folks were hopping on. So it's a sad thing, man. It really really is. Oh man, that just made my night, Cobra, because I loved Penny Dreadful. So good. So anything with Ava Green in it, I like because I love Ava Green. Oh, also to jump subjects a little bit. So, did you guys hear about what possibly might be going on with Godzilla versus King Kong? Because I think I said last week I was wondering how they were going to solve the problem about who comes out on top there. Even though when you look at like skill set and when you look at who has tools for fighting, Godzilla should be able to beat King Kong in my opinion. But now it appears that the two of them will be teaming up, and you got to forgive me because I'm not deep into the Godzilla lore, and I forgot. I don't. Is it Megazilla, the robot Godzilla? Apparently, the leak is that the two of them will be teaming up to fight the robotic Godzilla. And again, excuse my ignorance because I'm not a big fan, or should I say, I don't have a big knowledge of the Godzilla lore. And apparently, there's like a whole lore set with that I don't know. So, oh, it's a spinoff. Oh, no Ava Green? I don't know, man. I guess I'll give it a shot, but without Ava, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Okay, Jinhan. So it's Mecha Godzilla. Then supposedly the news is that's going to be the real nemesis in the movie. So, hmm. I saw a comment I missed. I wanted to go back to it. Cobra, are you saying pull up the Godzilla trailer? All right, let's pull it up. Oh, all right. right, I'm pulling it up. There it is. All right, you guys.
Detective Mishner, Detective Vega.
So what gets us up so goddamn early? Welcome to Homicide.
You take our heart, we take yours.
This is our home. We will fight for it.
I woke up one morning to know that I am loath to say it's the devil's taste. I've been with the devil.
All mankind needs to become the monster he truly is being told he can. And when this world has burned, there will be no one. No one but you and me, sister.
Actually, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I might have to check that out. Man, yeah. Okay, so I got to add that to the list. That looks promising. Hey, Samurai Jack. No, there's no new trailer for Godzilla that I know of. But I was looking for it. I thought maybe I missed something. So when Cobra said it, I tried to find it, but there was another show. Where's that show? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, of course, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's supposed to drop at some point this month, but even though we don't have a drop date on Disney Plus, which apparently Disney Plus lost a lot of subscribers after The Mandalorian finished, a lot of people unsubscribed, which I'm sure, I know not a lot of people are surprised about it. I'm not surprised about it, and I don't think Disney Plus is surprised about it either, even though people thought Disney might be freaking out over it. People did the same thing with Game of Thrones. I did. I didn't keep HBO after Game of Thrones was done. I'm sure Disney expected it. We should have WandaVision too. It should be coming this year in 2020 as well. I do need to take some meds actually, Cobra. Could use a few aspirin. Running kind of like a low-grade headache. Oh, is it General? No, definitely not my favorite Marvel character. My favorite Marvel character has got to be Spidey. Definitely. Speaking of Spider-Man, the Morbius trailer looks pretty good. I'm assuming you guys have all seen that. I don't need to pull that up, but that looks pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, the second season of The Mandalorian. You guys know I'm looking forward to that. Everybody, I think, is looking forward to that second season of The Mandalorian. Well, you know, Brent, the with movies, the New Mutants is supposed to have a horror slant. It's supposed to have a horror theme. So there's that. And I think that comes out this year. I think it comes out late this year. Oh, wow. So I didn't know that about the Obi-Wan series either. Sheesh. What is going on? All right, Brandon, I just want to check and see when the New Mutants is coming out. I'm pretty sure it's coming out at the end of, towards the end of 2020. Yeah, the old Spider-Man cartoons were good. They were good, and of course, the Mandalorian. That whole tune is catchy. Yeah, it's easy to get that stuck in your head. I read that too, Jinhan, about Chadwick Boseman. I read a couple of different things. I read that maybe the MCU is trying to make room for his sister, but then I also read that he's tired of the role. So I don't know which one of those are true. But either way, from what I understand, they're going to try and phase his character out. So, and I don't think his sister will be as good of a Black Panther on screen. I mean, I know she picks up the role in the comic book, but I don't think she's going to be as good as a Black Panther on screen. I don't think she can carry the role strong enough. You know what, Samurai? The Spider-Man cartoon that I used to like was an old one. I think it was Spider-Man and Friends, where he was with Iceman and Firestar. That was like way back. That was like 80s. I love that cartoon. You know what cartoon is horrible on Disney Plus, which is unfortunate because I really like the Silver Surfer too, but the Silver Surfer series on Disney Plus is really bad. Like I couldn't even get through the whole thing. It's really really bad. You know what? I'm not surprised about that, Adric. The fact that that Netflix did that. I think Netflix is really kind of trying to make room for newer shows. And then I was listening to something earlier today, a podcast where they were saying Netflix is also really trying to expand internationally. So I suspect that we will see a lot more international shows on Netflix as well because they have a pretty big fan base outside of the U.S. and I think they're really trying to grow that fan base. So I'm not surprised. Not surprised about the animated series. Or Batman's the animated series. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Cobra. I heard that part of the problem is Boseman. He's tired of the role. I think he just wants to do other things. And you could be right. It's the fact that he gets a lot of recognition. I mean, he's known pretty much for being Black Panther, and of course, he's done a lot of other really good stuff. But I'm hearing he doesn't really want to do it anymore. So. Yeah, we can talk about it, Jinhan. I haven't heard anything more about C, and I'm not sure how many folks on right now have even seen C. If you haven't, it's worth the cost of Apple TV just for that. Even though Apple TV has some other stuff on there that's not bad, but I mean, I know that Batista is coming, and but we still have a whole year to wait before we get the next episode of C. And I hope they don't throw us any curveballs and cancel that show. I really hope they don't. But that should be interesting too. So all the stuff that's going on with C should be really interesting. I'm telling you, the whole structure of that show is really, really good. But now that oh man, my mind is slipping. What's his name that's lost his sight? The one that could see, and now he can't. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. But now that he's blind, that throws like a whole big monkey wrenching thing. So it'll be really cool to see where they go with C in the upcoming episode. Yeah, C is really good, Envy. It's really, really good. It is really good. And hopefully nothing happens to it. See you later, Brent. You might be able to, Envy. It's fairly inexpensive though. I think it's like $4. I mean, I know that's relative to people, but I think it's like $4. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the problem, Cobra, with replacing Wesley Snipes with Bozeman. I think the martial arts piece would be on point. I think he could handle that. I think it would be great. It's kind of the reverse problem I had with Mahershala Ali playing Blade. But I don't know about the acting performance. The performance with him would not be as good as Bozeman's performance. That's my issue with him playing T'Challa. I think the fight choreography would be good. I think it'd be probably much better because you wouldn't have so much heavy reliance on CGI. But the performance would be probably an issue if Wesley Snipes took on the role of T'Challa. Just like the reverse, I think, could be true for Mahershala Ali. I think the performance will be great as him with Blade, but I don't know how good the fight choreography is going to be with him as Blade. So that's my concern there. So that's how I would respond to Snipes actually playing that role. So other than that, I mean, I think he would be on point because I think the fight choreography would just be crazy. I'm not sure when Warrior comes out, when the release date is, but it's coming. And of course, you know, we were saying it's the last episode, Samurai. So let's see if I can look it up. I don't see it. I don't think it's been announced yet. If someone else finds it, then that's cool. But I'm looking for Warrior's release date. Hey, are you going to come into the camera?
What's that, man? You're recording?
Yeah. It's live, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you're live with your...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With your...
Yeah. You wanted me to look at the bracelet?
Yeah. You can just, I guess, later. Okay.
Okay. That was my beautiful wife, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know. Warrior did kind of fill the void for ITB, kind of. It's gone though, man. With Warrior gone, we officially have no real legit martial arts live action show on TV. We don't have any, as far as I'm concerned, unless there's some that I don't know about. Maybe you guys, I don't know. I'm not talking about shows that have martial arts in it, but legit martial arts shows on TV. Yeah, I don't know, Samurai. I don't see a release date for it. I know it's coming out this year, though. That I do know, because it's the last season. I think Eternals is going to be a beast too. I think Eternals is going to be a beast. Mark my words. Eternals is going to be really good. And people are talking about some of the other Marvel movies coming out, Black Panther, but Eternals, I'm telling you, Eternals is going to be the linchpin, I believe, for Phase 5 of Marvel. That's really what I think. I think Eternals is going to be super important. How is it that Wu Assassins is still on? I don't know. I don't think Wu Assassins has been renewed for a second season, though. I don't think so. But actually, it gets a pretty decent rating on Netflix. At least last I checked. All right, I'm just trying to check and see if it's still on. I get Samurai Jack apparently is not a fan. All right, what do we have here? There's no info on a release date for season 2. Not sure if it's coming back. Yep. We don't know. I don't think it will, Envy. I think I've said this before. I think the Eternals can do so much. First of all, I think it will be a perfect bridge to bring the X-Men into the MCU because I think we're going to get an explanation of the whole X gene and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be a perfect bridge for that. But I think it will also be a bridge to even expand more the MCU universe and bring in even bigger heroes like Titans. I mean, we've had Thanos and we've had some folks that have been, what you would call quote unquote Omega level and some even celestial heroes, but Eternals could do a whole bunch, man. Like you could have some crazy powerful heroes in the MCU just based off of what we see in the Eternals. So I hope it's really good, and I think it will be. Oh, speaking of Scott Adkins, did anybody see Ip Man 4? I still haven't seen Ip Man 4. But I know that Scott Adkins is in it. Actually, I've been looking forward to seeing those two together. But I still haven't seen Ip Man 4. I haven't got a chance to see it. All right. I want to look up something too about let's see about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Okay. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out, Jinhan. maybe I'll check it out tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I got a training to go to. But after that, I'll be home. Oh wow! But I think now we're fully cast for Mortal Kombat. That's what I wanted to look up. I think now we've got everybody. Hmm. Okay. I have not seen Inhumans. I know it aired a little bit, but I haven't seen not one episode of Inhumans. Not one. Angelina Jolie. Yeah, I actually liked her in Tomb Raider 1. I still haven't seen Cobra Kai either, and I know I keep saying I'm gonna see it, man. I gotta check that out too, because I think you can see season 1 and 2 now for free, I believe, on YouTube. There was another show on Netflix too. Let me see. I had that queued up. I wanted to show you guys. That's good. So we're getting a renewal of Castlevania. Castlevania is real good, man. Castlevania is real good. Bourne versus John Wick. I think I did that video, as a matter of fact. I did, James. I actually have, I actually have John Wick coming out on top of that. A lot of people disagree with me on the video. You can go back and look at the comments, and it should be in the versus playlist. But I think that I think John Wick comes out on top of that. That's my opinion. But a lot of people have Jason Bourne beating John Wick. A lot of people do. But nah, I got him coming out on top. You should pick it up again, MB. It's good. Castlevania is pretty good. As a matter of fact, since they're bringing back Castlevania, I really hope they bring back Seis Manos, which is a martial arts animation, but has a little bit of a Castlevania vibe to it. Just a touch of it. It's pretty good. That season 1 was good. If you haven't seen that, go check that out on Netflix. Seis Manos is pretty good. I haven't seen it yet, Jinhan. That's actually on my list too, because a lot of people have said that's really good, but I haven't seen it. No, so I got to check that out too. Kingdom. It's too much stuff to watch, Jinhan. Too much stuff to watch, man. I saw the first season of Cobra Kai though. I need to just quit my day job completely and let my wife take care of me. How about that? She'll never go for that. By the way. All right, let me see if I can find a trailer for it.
이 연못 안에 시신이 몇 구가 있을 것 같으냐? 이 안에 시신이 몇 구가 있건 몇 식구가 있건 그 누구도 내게 아무 말도 못하게 만드는 것. 그것이 권력이다.
강령전에서 몰골이 끔찍한 괴물을 보았소. 아바마마께서는 어디
I do
계시오?
need to check this out. I'm excited about it.
아바마마께 무슨 일이 생겼는지 알아내야만 한다.
여기 있는 사람들에게 아무래도 무슨 큰 일이 벌어진 것 같습니다.
죽은 사람들이 괴물이 돼서 살아났습니다. 이제 곧 깨어납니다. 아저씨! 아저씨!
상주가 뚫리면 이 나라 모든 곳에 역병이 퍼질 것이다. 막아야 한다.
세자는요?
그 일을 방해하는 자들 모두 죽일 것이다.
그 불의와 싸워서 이기시는 것만이 대의를 바로 세우시는 길입니다.
조학조의 반응이 크게 달했습니다. 도와주십시오.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. That looks crazy. Yeah, that looks good, man. That looks real good. Definitely have to check that out. Okay. Also wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about the Joker? You think that he actually will win the Academy Award? You think that's gonna happen or no? I know he's going up against Brad Pitt, I think, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and someone else he's going up against too. But I'm wondering what you guys think about Joker. You think he'll win? If he wins, it'll be crazy because we've never seen anything like that. Not from a superhero movie. Not someone winning from that genre. Never seen it before. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, Jinhan. Definitely. Maybe I can catch an episode tonight. So, Emmy, you think he will win? I hope he does, man. I hope he does because Phoenix deserves it because that performance was outstanding. I mean, he definitely deserves to win. And people were saying that it was impossible. It just couldn't happen, not with that type of movie, but he definitely deserves to win. I mean, I don't know who could beat him. If Brad Pitt beats him for his performance in Once Upon a Time, that'll be a bit of a travesty. Even though I did enjoy that movie, but Joker was outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot going on, and people have said, of course, that the Academy Awards are completely rigged. But when you have a performance like that, it's such a standout performance. I really hope he wins. Yeah, but that's not mean an Academy Award though, Cobra. That's a whole different thing. I know the movies won a lot of awards, but Academy Award, man, that's I mean, for someone that's a career actor, like that's how do you top that? Yeah, a lot of people were were not happy about that samurai. Didn't like the way that they portrayed Bruce in that, especially his daughter. I agree with you, Envy. I agree with you. I mean, Joker was really good, and you could understand why he did the things that he did. And as I said before, it's crazy because if you said anything in the video about understanding why he went quote unquote postal on people, because most of the people that got it in Joker were people who did something to him. Not everybody. Maybe his girlfriend. We don't really know what happened to her, but we can speculate. But most of the people were people that bothered him. And it's funny because I made this distinction before with Joker. No one wanted to say, "Oh man, they got what was coming for them." But when you look at like John Wick, where the body count was way higher, people were happy about it because they got what was coming to them. I know that sounds sick in the head, but you could see why Joker did the things that he did. That's my point. That's a good question, James. Who has the worst performance in a big budget movie? I don't know. I have to think about that. Here's the thing too about the Tarantino and directing Bruce to lose that fight. First of all, we knew that it likely wouldn't have happened. But I can see his point by saying like, it was a movie, it was a fiction, and in this movie, this guy would probably win. But in reality, of course, we know that wouldn't happen, which kills me. By the way, this is totally off subject, especially when I either speak to a lot of mixed martial artists or I listen to videos from mixed martial artists who who downplay anything that's not MMA and who would say, well, Bruce wasn't all he was cracked up to be, and he'd probably get killed in the octagon. Maybe he would lose, but for you guys to talk about him like he was less talented than he was is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Anyway, I had to throw that out there because it drives me nuts when I hear other martial artists talk about him like he wasn't really all of that. And I'm not saying he wouldn't have lost, but he was the beast, man. You got to respect the dude's skills. You got to respect his skills. You're probably right. Die, never die. Yeah, Bruce is a beast, man. Bruce is a beast. I mean, there's no way to get around it. What he did, he proved himself in so many different or situations that you can't take that away from him. And right now, to talk about what who he could beat and who he wouldn't beat after he's dead, I mean, what good is that? It's all speculation. But for you to downplay him like he was not all that, it's easy for you to talk when the man is not here to defend himself, literally. Yeah, that happens a lot. Even still today, man, people are comparing Bruce to Jackie, or now people are comparing Bruce to. I don't really hear a comparison with Bruce and Jet Li, but I hear a comparison between Bruce and Donnie Yen. So, you know. I haven't seen the trailer for it, but I've heard the movie title before, even though I really can't see. I can't see Daniel Radcliffe. Hold on. Let's check it out. Oh, I think I turned the sound down.
Someone's trying to kill me! Please, go drive now!
I'm Miles, and this is the story of the worst day of my life.
Another schism.
Schism picked random psychos, weirdos, and criminals and made them fight each other to the death, so the internet loved it. And then I came into the picture.
You scared yet?
Welcome to Schism.
They bolted these things to my hands. They have my girlfriend. And some psycho is trying to kill me. I'm not a fighter. I'm a nobody. Hey, I need help.
Oh, it's one thing to say you can't face violence, but when it faces you, you better be ready. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. You better be ready.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop shooting at me!
I gotta kill you. Schism said they would wipe my slate clean.
No, Schism is gonna kill us both. No! I have a plan. It is totally suicidal, but it might work. Get out of the car, please. Come on. Please get out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry. Oh, of course. Did I win?
All right. Actually, that looks like it might be a little bit of fun. So that's the first time I actually seen a trailer for it. I heard about the movie, but I hadn't seen a trailer for it. That might be something I have to check out. Oh, the ones behind me, Javon. Yeah, those things, man. They came from the comic book shop. They're not. They look like posters, but they're not. They're really like, I don't know, painting stretched over acrylic on canvas or on a frame. Oh, I didn't even realize they put Biggie in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not sure, Envy, I don't know if you're saying you can't believe that they actually did it, or are you saying you can't believe it as in he doesn't deserve to be there? I'm not surprised they put him in there, though. I guess maybe I might be a little surprised when I think about some of the other people that could have gone. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up so I can grab something to eat. It might be part of why my head is hurting. I haven't really eaten much today. So I will see you guys next Sunday. Also, notification bells, because there are some new videos coming out. The video with John Wick versus The Equalizer, I might even put that out tonight, later tonight if I get done with it. But if not, I'll definitely put it out tomorrow. So definitely want your feedback on that. And again, it's a different format than what I've done before, just kind of trying something new. So let me know what you think about that. And also keep your eyes on the tab, the community tab too. So because I want to try and start putting stuff there, maybe by Wednesday, no later than Wednesday, about the live stream, so that we can have stuff if you guys want to talk about, to bring them up, put them in the live stream, put them in the communications tab, and we can talk about them. All right, everybody. Thanks again. It was fun. And again, I'll see you guys in videos throughout the week, and I will see you on the live stream on Sunday. And we're close, man. We're like a couple hundred, maybe 600 or 700 away from 10K. So I'm excited about that. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully in the next couple of months we will hit that mark. All right, guys. Time for me to go get something tight. I will see you guys later, and I'm actually going to check out Kingdom, so I will have that viewed by the time we connect again live next week. All right, peace.